Okay, this is a bit of a nasty one. It's all about you trying to find out how many quarters, nickels and dimes you have in a jar if the total amount of money is $5.50 for this particular question. Okay, so $5.50, right. Now, the thing is you can't just say I've got quarters, nickels and dimes. You've got all these different coins. You don't know what it's going to be. It could be anything. So what we do is this. Look, let's read the question. Now look at this. I'm going to underline stuff. Twice as many nickels as quarters. Right, okay, so here we go. Here's nickels. Now what you're going to do is look, I'm going to choose quarters as everything I'm going to base things off, because look, the word quarters is there. It's twice as many nickels as quarters, and there's 8 less dimes than quarters. So everything's based on quarters. So look at this. Nickels. There's twice as many nickels as quarters. So there we go. The nickels is twice as many as quarters. Okay. The dimes. Right. There's 8 less dimes than quarters. Right. Here's quarters. There's 8 less. Okay. So there we go. I'll put a line down there. Right. Now notice, look, everything is in terms of the letter Q. There's no N's, there's no D's, there's just everything's in terms of the letter Q. So remember, just look at it. There's twice as many nickels as quarters. There you go. Okay, twice as many nickels as quarters. There's 8 less dimes than quarters. See, quarters less 8. Okay, so let's look at this. Right, what is a quarter worth? It's worth 25 cents. I'm going to put 25 next to the letter Q. Okay, with that we've got some nickels. What's a nickel worth? It's worth 5 cents. What's nickels now? It's not N, it's 2Q. Okay. And finally, what's a dime worth? A dime is worth 10 cents, but I'm not going to call it D. I'm going to call it Q minus 8. Because I've defined all these other coins in terms of quarters. I thought it was the best thing to do because I saw everything relating to quarters. Now remember, the total is $5.50. Write it in cents. We're writing everything in cents. So that's $5.50. Right, let's have a look at this. 25Q is okay. Don't have anything to do with that. 25Q, excuse the writing. Look at it. What's 5 times 2Q? That's 10Q. And then look at this bit of distributive law. What's 10 times Q? 10Q. What's 10 times negative 8? Negative 80. And that still equals 550 cents. Okay. Right. Time to combine stuff. Right. Excuse the writing. There's a 25Q here. There's a 10Q here. And that is a 10Q here. Looks like a spider's died. But anyway, 25Q and 10Q and 10Q. What's that? Is that 45Q? So 45Q. Still got the minus 80. Still got the 550. Okay? Right. What should we do to both sides? We're going to add 80. Just come back to your basic algebra now. You've done all the hard work. Add 80 to both sides. Oops, don't need that yet. Add 80 to this side. Okay, add 80 to that side. Let's just erase that. A bit of a mess there. Okay, so I've added 80 to both sides. So I get 45Q equals, what's 550 and 80? What is that? What is that? 630. Okay, what do we do now? We divide both sides by the number next to the letter. Divide by 45. Divide by 45. And you should have, oh, let's have a look. Why not? Let's get the calculator again. Right, what's 630 divided by 45? That equals 14. Right, there are, ready? 14 quarters. You've got to have a whole number. You should not have fractions in this. Okay, now go back to this. If there's 14 quarters, good, you've got the answer to that one. But dimes, go back to here. Look, remember, there are 8 less dimes than quarters. So I'm going to take 8 off this. Ooh, what's that? Is that 6? Right. Remember this? Nickels. There's twice as many nickels as quarters. So 2 times Q. What's 2 times 14? 28. Remember, just polish it off. Just finish it off. I mean, that's the main thing you found. Great. But remember, dimes. There was 8 less. Nickels, there was twice as many. Now, hopefully, if you check all this, all those coins should have up to $5.50. And that's how you do it.